Welcome back, everyone. I figured I'd make a quick update on things. First of all, happy holidays. Also, Ghostmaster footage. Yeah, like I said, I don't really have much else to film for Ghostmaster right now. I do have 2 videos I'd like to make, but I'm saving them for special dates and time. So, for right now, I'm not gonna bother with them. Sorry about that. It's just, this game is so small that's pretty hard to make videos about it, and I've really kind of made what I could with it. I mean, without at least going really super in depth, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, first off, I wanted to wish you all a happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, if you celebrate that. I guess I'll talk about my Christmas a little bit. I'm not at all a person to try and be a downer or a pity party, but I'm gonna be honest, for those who are interested. Also, our missing ghosts are missing. Crap. Okay, wrong, but that's fine. I clicked on the wrong thing, that's fine. Still the same thing. So, we were supposed to go visit my grandparents for Christmas, as we normally do, and, that didn't go through. My parents are sick, and crap, I cannot decide who I want to bring with. Colin camera, I guess. My parents were sick, and we wanted to drive in the snow, and that's a bit of a disappointment because, you know, go to their grandparents' house and eat dinner and unwrap presents and visit the whole family. Go visit my uncle who got me into computers and that kind of stuff in the first place. I'd watch him play World of Warcraft and other things, but you know, kids and adults would get their stuff, and Grandpa, you know, you'd go out to Grandpa's shop, and because Grandpa's shop's right out there in the backyard, you know, and everybody would be out there, you know, enjoying their new stuff, and yeah, so it's just kind of a disappointment. It's gonna be rescheduled for another week or 2 in advance. You know, to me that, I mean, it still is Christmas, but it's not gonna be the same either, I guess. And you're not calling a poltergeist or a Ghostbreaker, yeah. So that's that's a little bit disappointing. The other thing about is, again, I'm not trying to be a pity party. I'm just being honest. For those who are curious, I try not to get too personal about myself on this channel, but I may as well for those who want to know. The other thing is I was pretty much dumped on Christmas. I had somebody who I was very close with, told her things I've not told her before, and I was dumped. And so, yeah, I don't know what to say about it. It stings. It came out of nowhere, and again, what a night to, you know, what a night to have that happen, I guess. In other news, I did work today. I worked today 6 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. For all those who are curious, I hate working 6 a.m. to 2:30 because 6 a.m. or I hate 6 a.m. period. 6 a.m., which is opening for the store, there's pretty much nothing to do for the first 3-4 hours, so it's pretty hard to find something to do. Have to go to bed real early, get up real early. Sorry, and you know, I'm a night person, so getting up and going to bed are at least not great, not ideal. So that's that's kind of the darker side of things out of the way, I guess. I'm not gonna try and dwell on it too much. I do want to wish everybody a happy holidays. Again, I don't know if you celebrate or not, but if you do, then, you know, great for you. I'm happy for you. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Things are a bit different this year for me. So I'm actually recording this with this microphone through an adapter. If anybody had watched one of my recent videos, you would see on this new computer. Sorry, that's Facebook. If anybody watched on the newer computer video, you would see that, and nobody's going up here. You would see that my microphone port's on the front, my headphone port's on the back, and so that's kind of a problem because I can't have the cord stretched to both sides of the computer. So that really what I had to do was I bought a special cord that wraps around to the back of the computer and plugs into the microphone, and that way I can have, you know, both headphones and microphone working. It's not like I can use a microphone but I can't use headphones, or I have to use a cheaper pair of headphones I have that's not that good. It's just, you know, it's a clunky setup that way, and so it is a bit of a workaround. My old Core 2 quad tower had that same problem. Same thing, the front headphone jack worked. Sorry, the front headphone jack didn't work, but the microphone jack would. It's a bit weird, really. I don't know what all about it, and you would think it wouldn't be that bad of a problem to fix. Oh, come on. You would think it wouldn't be that hard of a problem to fix, but it takes, I don't know, it's a lot more troubleshooting and a lot more, you know, issue than you would think for just a simple headphone jack or audio jack to work properly. So that's kind of, you know, that's a little bit odd. But that is what it is, I guess. Come on, use gushing blood. It's a great power. Use gushing blood. Gushing blood, okay. You gotta be careful, because sometimes you click away, you try and click again, and he'll use the power, or a ghost will use the power, and you basically end up wasting it. Which, you know, nobody wants that. Nobody wants to waste a good power. Maybe if it's like flower power. Do I even have flower power? Yeah, flower power. I've been filming a lot of Resident Evil 4. Resident Evil 4, I was in the mood to play tonight, so I was playing Resident Evil 4 for a little while. I have about 4 videos in advance hooked up for it. 3-4 videos, one's uploading as I record this right now. Basically I finished off the castle. For any of you who know the game real well, I basically have... Wendell? Come on, get over here. I basically recorded... Wendell? I swear. Basically I recorded up to the island, the first checkpoint in the island. And again, I'm not trying to bring up a negative point or anything, but I was in the middle of recording halfway through, when I got to the island, I was in the middle of I was in between typewriters, and that was when I got my sour news today about the person in my life, the person I love, or the girl I love. So, I mean, I kind of was half paying attention, so my gameplay might have suffered a little bit as a result. My gameplay may have I kind of felt like I wasn't doing that good. I just had a hard time focusing on the game, and obviously I didn't want to cut it off in the middle of... okay. Didn't want to cut it off in the middle of this thing there, so I just decided to finish that off real quick. Regarding Resident Evil 4, some of the upcoming episodes are going to be on the longer side, because, actually, I didn't want to use that yet, don't use that yet. I have a special idea for that if I can do it in time. Some of you might know what I'm going to do with that. Let's see, what was I saying? But, yeah, some of the episodes, though, got kind of long, like in maybe 20 minutes long, maybe a tiny bit longer. And I try and keep the episodes down to, like, 10 to 15 minutes long, because I just feel like, I don't know, maybe people like the longer episodes, I don't know, but I just feel like the longer the episode, the more of a chance you're going to have somebody or viewers who are just, you know, they don't want to put that much time into a video, or, you know, they just, you know, they lose track of their thoughts. And Buck, I'll talk about this in a minute, you know, they kind of, I'm losing my train of thought. You know, they just don't really stay invested as long with, you know, if the video is longer. And that's sometimes the case. I'm not pointing fingers, I'm not pointing the blame game, I'm just being honest. Some people, you know, and that's fine. Some people just don't really stay invested in a video as long. So if I can make a shorter video, that's always the ideal way. But for those of you who really like longer videos, you might like what's coming up with Resident Evil 4. There's just some long segments, just some long stretches and segments in between, just in between typewriters. I would say Poultrygeist is my favorite level, though. I don't know why, but I always love coming back and playing this. That's why I'm doing this level for the update. this is kind of an update video, I guess. And the coffee is ready. So other than that, I had a Doom video planned for Christmas, but I couldn't quite make it. It was just a bigger thing than I intended it to be for Christmas. I'm already recording 3 videos on a weekly basis, so I didn't want to incorporate anything super big into it. Duke Nuclear Winter. Funny thing, I've never played Duke Nukem 3D, never beaten the game. It's one of those games in my library that I've just never really played, and I should have. But Nuclear Winter, see, look at that, scares the heck out of him. A Nuclear Winter is only 7 levels long, and I'm gonna upload maybe 1 or 2 a week. And it's gonna be a Christmas thing. I wanted to do something special for Christmas, but I mean, I was just looking for something quick that I could make for Christmas time. It was kind of an on-the-fly decision to make a Christmas video. I mean, I wanted to, but I really, it's just something to where, again, I didn't want to get wrapped up in a Doom one that's like 30 levels long. That's kind of, putting a little bit much on my plate than I'd rather want to do, and that's kind of why I recorded ahead with Resident Evil 4. I'm going to record ahead with Delta Force Land Warrior, because Land Warrior, I think we have 10 missions left, and I'm just trying to get ahead a little bit so that way I can, just because I'm taking on another video for the channel, or sorry, another short series, I guess, for the channel. And so, when I'm in the mood to record, it takes a bit of a load off me. It just makes it a little bit easier than trying to schedule in 3-4 videos weekly like that. And there's, Resident Evil 4 is set for the rest of the week. Or sorry, basically it's set for another month if I really had to be honest. And I love playing the game, so I mean, really, it's not a big deal. I can record more segments. I could have a game beaten and my backlog pretty quick. And right now I'm doing weekly videos, but if it gets a little bit more popular, if my videos get a little bit more popular with people, and I don't mean that in a rude way, but if it just grows a little bit, then I might go to more of a 2 or 3 times a week per video, like Resident Evil or Doom or whatever else it may be. But for now I'm just doing weekly. I will say, I was having this discussion on the Ghostmaster Pro boards with people. Orders is a video I'm going to talk about in the future, but orders is kind of a problem. I can tell a window you can roam at will, but I guarantee you he will run off, and he'll be circling the house. And the problem with roam at will, for example, is that they really don't use their powers very much, in my experience. And that sucks, because you get stuck to a room like this, and you get, as you probably saw earlier, you get people like Buck and Wendell with Chase, unless it's a Dragoon, who, go chase somebody and get stuck in this room, and if you're not paying attention to them, they get stuck in this room, and they can't do anything, because who's going to wander into that room? And again, roam at will, for example, one of the most useful powers in the game. And Rover, one of the most useful powers in the game. It really, they don't really use that too much. Or sorry, when they do that, they don't use their powers much at all. And I know you can get them to a higher level. Let's see, I think, are you at, I don't know if you're at max level, and I use him everywhere, so he's probably at max level. But even at max level, in my experience, they don't use their powers worth of food, and it's just, man, it's just like, it's frustrating. That's definitely a mod I'd love to see. I'd love to see a mod or a theme or something like that updated to where we can have to where orders can work a little bit more effectively. I mean, like, let's see if we go. Let's go back out here for a second. Let's go to this. Like, I'm just gonna give a quick overview real quick. We're gonna use Collider Claus. He's the most well-known, or not, sorry, most experienced hunter in my pack. So he's kind of. So I mean, like, that's useful. That's kind of useful. That sometimes works. Like, pick on mortal and type. They don't. Sometimes that does not really. They don't use that very much, which is kind of annoying. Do not use any of your powers. That's useful. Do not use powers. Useful if you have like firepower, you hate it. Use power, and you can go like as often. I haven't experimented with that too much. Conditions, yeah, okay, that's the same thing. So I mean, like, only like 2 or 3 of these are actually useful in my opinion. Um, there's a lot of problems with Ghostmaster because the game is rushed, and the big thing, or one of the big things, is the order system. Sorry. It's just, it's a gameplay thing. If it could roam at will and you pick on mortals and, do everything a little bit more efficiently instead of kind of half-assed, I guess is the best term, then, I mean, it would be a big improvement to the gameplay. Counterclocks could, go from room to room to room to room, upstairs, downstairs, without being stuck in a single room and just, being stuck there, basically. And that's not going to do anybody any good. But anyway, though, that's a bit of an update video on things. Like I said, I didn't intend for this to be a terribly emotional video or a pity video. I'm just kind of being honest for those who are interested, because I mean, it's really, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, we've had Christmas the way we've had it for years, so that kind of bugs me a little bit. And I mean, Christmas Day, what a day to tell your other person you're over with. I mean, that's really, of all the days you could pick. I mean, I guess I'm just trying to open up a little bit. So, it's just a bit of an update, a little bit of gameplay from Ghostmaster since I'm not doing too much with it. I'll give a hint though. I'll give 2 hints. I have something planned for 100 subscribers. I do have a thing planned for that. It's kind of been a thing a long time coming. It shouldn't be anything too fantastic, but it's something new. And all I can say is that there's a special day. I think it's in April or March when Ghostmaster is released. And I've kind of a special idea planned for Ghostmasters. What would it be? 2003. So what would that be? 15th anniversary, 2018. Yeah, I think so. 14th, 15th anniversary. I have kind of a special thing planned for that too. Past that, I may upload the soundtrack, and I may also try and make an extended soundtrack too of it. I don't know, but I'm thinking about uploading the soundtrack. I would like to do more Cut Mortals, but the thing with Cut Mortals is because everybody's labeled in kind of a backwards way. Like, he could be called like Film Student A or something like that. It's kind of hard to search through all of the mortals and try and find a specific one who's not used or I haven't made a video on yet. So I'm gonna stop rambling. This is a bit of an update and gameplay video. So I hope you all had a happy holidays if you did celebrate it. If you didn't, that's fine. But thanks for watching. It's been a great year. We have a channel that's grown pretty good. I mean, I think we doubled the subscriber count. We've got a couple people who are, as I'd call them, consistent viewers, consistent fans, I guess. If it makes any sense. Some people are only interested in certain videos, and you have other people who are really interested in a lot of content I make, and for that I say thank you. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the feedback. I try my best for the channel, and I could grant on about 720p, 1080p, my recording with that. I'm trying to figure something out with 1080p, but that's for another time. This is already 15 minutes long. But thanks for watching, thanks for everything, and on to the next year.